good morning, my friends. What is up? It is your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. If we are keeping track of the number, and guess what we are, because that's just what we do here, and it's just so freaking fun to do it. It is day number 138 of our morning inspiration videos, 138 videos, y'all. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I absolutely love it. So, in addition to it being day number 138, it is actually also Monday, and I like to call Mondays Mindset and Motivation Mondays. So, I will wish you a happy Mindset and Motivation Monday and ask you, how will you stay motivated for today on this beautiful, brand new Monday morning? Okay. What mindset are you going to cultivate for today? All right. So, I hope you're doing well. You're making it the most fantastic day ever so far for today. And if you find that you're needing just a little bit of an extra added boost or some extra motivation, I hope that this video serves to do that for you today. Helps you to feel just a little bit better, maybe 1 to 3%. Hey, y'all, let's stretch it to 4 or 5% better. Okay, so there we go. All right, so inside of this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about what we're going to be discussing inside of our community practice. That means this morning, y'all, this morning, today. Yeah, today. This morning, today at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you, my friend, would like to join us, you can get with me down in the comments below this video and let me know. You can get with me on social media and let me know. Or if you got the link to this video via an email and you do not have the Zoom link, you can reply back to the email and say, Seth, I don't have the Zoom link for today and I want to come to group. I'd say, number one, sacre bleu, you do not have the Zoom link. That will not do. Okay, we got to get you that Zoom link. So I will respond to the email, get you that Zoom link, get you to hook up, and you can come in a group today. And yes, and it will be incredible for everybody. All right, for everybody involved. All right, so what are we going to be doing and talking about? Well, today is our Tranquil Voices group, one of my favorites. And the topic for today is to hell and back. Love it. All right. So our songs for inspiration, we always have songs for inspiration. So our songs for inspiration for today, we have Hell Together by David Archuleta. Awesome song. And then the song I'm Back by Girl in Red. Two awesome songs, y'all. If you're able to listen to them, download the lyrics. These two songs are incredible. All right. So definitely listen to them, download the lyrics. They are awesome. All right. So we are keeping in line with our circle of control exercise. We're keeping that up, for the month of September and everything. And with the circle of control, y'all, it is really all about figuring out what is inside of our control and what is outside of our control. And that is something that really, really does. It goes in line with all of our programs and everything that we've been having this month. And it really does go in line with what, with a lot of the subject matter for today inside of today's group. All right, which I'll get to in a minute. But again, we're keeping, we're still, keeping up with this circle of control exercise, figuring out what is inside of our control and what is not and everything. And the one question I'll also ask you is, what is one thing that is in your control for today that you can take responsibility for? All right. Because the thing is, the things that are not inside of our control, we can't be responsible for those and everything. But what we can be responsible for is the things that are inside of our control. Right. Right. So what is one thing inside of your control that you can take responsibility for today? All right. So for today, one of the things that we're actually going to be looking at today, remember, if you've been watching these videos for a very long time, you noticed that last month, one of the things we were having, we had all for pretty much almost every day inside our community practice was daily affirmations. Well, guess what? There's going to be a daily affirmation inside of today's program. And I'm so freaking excited. When I was looking at the programs and everything and doing a little bit of a recap and review, I was like, oh my God, daily affirmations. So we have a daily affirmation inside of today's program, which I'm so freaking happy about. So the return of a daily affirmation. All right. And with that, I will actually ask you, are there any daily affirmations that you use inside of your own wellness and recovery that help you out on a daily basis? If there are, and you'd like to share them, let me know in the comments. All right. So another thing we're actually going to be looking at for today, and this is something that's really, really amazing and really powerful, is things that we can do right now And this is more kind of, more about, inside of the present moment. And again, as I was talking about, this kind of goes back to a little bit of that circle of control, what is inside of our control and what is not. You know, you know, there may be a lot of stuff going on around us. There's a lot of stuff going on in this country. There's just a lot of stuff that, that we may not have control over. Okay. But the things that we do have control over is us. Okay, our reactions to things, what we do, how we let different things affect us. So there are different things that we actually can do in the present moment to help us to feel better. And there are things that no one can tell us that we shouldn't do or we can't do. I had a therapist that always say, we used to say, don't shit on yourself, mainly because it sounds like something else. So, and I love that. And I find myself catching, myself, even, if I say something like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. I'm like, nope, I can't shit on myself. I can't do it. All right. So that's another thing we're going to be looking at, is kind of things that we can do right now in the present moment to kind of help us out, things that we do have control over. I think, again, this is something that's really, really powerful. Another thing we're going to be looking at today, and I'm really, really excited about this. This is about the 4 pillars of reparenting. Okay. And this is actually very, 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 closely related to something that we actually have been talking about in, probably in maybe not recent weeks, but, weeks ago and everything. This concept of our inner child. And so it's like inner child versus gentle reparenting. And this is something that really falls in line with that. So kind of the 4 pillars of reparenting, and these pillars kind of provide a framework for addressing those childhood needs that went unmet, that we may have needed in our childhood and everything. So the pillars provide a framework for addressing those unmet childhood needs by kind of cultivating, healthy habits and self-compassion. So that's another thing that we're really going to be looking at today. And the 4 pillars that we're going to be looking at today are emotion regulation, self-care, loving discipline, and joy. Okay. And again, and every single one of these is really, really powerful. So we're going to be looking at all 4 of these kind of in depth. And the one thing that to really, start to really look at, when we think about, our childhood, maybe, some things that may not have been met. And we're looking at all 4 of these: emotion regulation, self-care, loving discipline, and joy. What are the things that we most need right now? It could be, this very day, it could be this moment. And again, the thing to do is to concentrate on the present moment, what we need today and in the present moment. So that's another thing we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at these 4 pillars of reparenting. So y'all, it is going to be a fabulous and fantastic group today. We're going to be looking at the pillars of reparenting. We're going to be looking at things that we can do right now inside of the present moment that we do have control over. We're going to have the return of a daily affirmation. I'm so excited. We're going to keep looking again at that circle of control, what we do have control over, what we don't have control over, and then listening also to those fabulous songs for inspiration as well. So y'all, it's going to be a fabulous and fantastic group today. All right. So I want to leave you with, from the Wellness and Life Advice document by Will and Jen, under the heading of 20 life lessons. The advice for today is: there's no end game. Don't try to figure it all out. Just enjoy the journey. And again, this is also something that's really, really powerful. Just enjoy the journey, because we learn so much about ourselves and about life on our journey. All right. So that will about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video, my friends. I will say, don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward, because you are amazing. You are worth it. Let's join hands and do this together. Okay. I'll also say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazing, huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. All right. Thank you so, so much for watching on a morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you. Hey, cutie. Ooh, happy Monday, cutie. I love you. All right. I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.